Hello. We are Anonymous. On January 13th, a high-magnitude earthquake in Haiti, near Port-au-Prince, killed over 200,000 people and reduced the city to rubble. We salute those legitimate relief organizations bringing desperately needed medical care, basic necessities, and order to the Haitian people. Among the relief workers, we have observed members of the Church of Scientology, its volunteer ministers, clad in bright yellow shirts, mingling with other relief organizations who are providing legitimate assistance to the Haitian people. Anonymous knows them better as the Vulture Ministers. Anonymous knows the Scientologists have not disclosed their real agenda to the organizations they are associating with. Confidential Scientology documents provide insight into the group's actual opportunistic intent. As part of Scientology's Division 6, the volunteer ministers exist to promote the teachings of L. Ron Hubbard and recruit new members to Scientology. The volunteer ministers receive their funding from the International Association of Scientologists, a group composed of Scientology's most fanatical donors. Consider this video, leaked in 2004.
Lifting every being from fourth dynamic suppression to the salvation of Scientology itself, that's the Volunteer Minister Crusade, and the last essential step of the equation. It is the LRH program that undercuts all else, and the first point of entry to uplift the culture as a whole. Well, as a word on the urgency, he wrote,
"And not only where they went, but what they did. Bringing the tone scale to 20,971 people, the fundamentals of study tech to more than 15,000, and the basics on how to shatter suppression to another 18,000, or 100,000 assists delivered to 100,000 people, while another 180,000 experienced the emitter for the first time. So yes, this year our VM Crusade directly introduced to the tech more than 550,000 people. Let's not forget that the Volunteer Minister Crusade is the LRH undercut program for everywhere. The starting point on how we get every activity going into any city after city, each time leaving new groups behind, opening new country after new country. And from Africa to Asia, and from North to South America, we expand into all continents on Earth, moving out across the planet.
Defending the Scientologists by suggesting that the individual members performing their unusual touch assist procedures are only trying to help is folly. Any reassurances given to Haitians through this technique could lead them to forego necessary medical care. This procedure is the heart of their recruitment effort. In September 1959, L. Ron Hubbard issued what is known as a Hubbard Communication Office Bulletin describing dissemination tips for Scientology. One such dissemination tip was the casualty contact, which entails influencing people at their weakest personal moments. According to L. Ron Hubbard, it's straight recruiting. Former high-level Scientologist Michael Pattinson details the deception in this 2007 CNN report on the Virginia Tech Massacre.
People whose lives have been ruined by something, which is part of the dissemination or expansion technology which Scientology uses to get new members.
Scientology hopes their exaggerated propaganda and fabricated media reports linking the volunteer ministers to groups like the Red Cross, Doctors Without Borders, or Oxfam will fool the public into accepting the useless vultures as a genuine emergency relief agency. The public will not continue to tolerate blatant lies and deception. Our campaign to dismantle Scientology is growing in courts, city councils, legislative chambers and media outlets worldwide. The leaders of Scientology fear Anonymous, but it is the public they should fear. As the world becomes enraged with the Church of Scientology's crimes, Scientology should remember one thing: we run this. Finally, Anonymous sends a personal message to Scientology's Office of Special Affairs, the intelligence and public relations force responsible for harassing former members and critics, and protecting the image of the cult. Anonymous understands that as operating Thetans you believe you are vastly superior to normal people. You are obligated by cult scripture to have contempt for victims. Caring would be out exchanging the old man would never approve. Knowledge is free. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.